Hello and welcome to another interesting video from Accounting with Rasika. I am Rasika Jayawardena. Today we are going to learn about the cash book under GCE Ordinary Level Business and Accounting Studies syllabus. It is section 8.1 under the syllabus and we are going to look at the cash book only. We have discounts, both trade discounts and cash discounts as well under this section, where we will be looking at these sections in another separate video. Before we proceed further, please ensure that you subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that you will be notified when I upload more interesting videos. First, we will look at the dual aspect or dual function of the cash book. Cash book performs the function of a prime entry book. That is, it enters or it captures the cash receipts and payments of a business. And then it performs the functions of a ledger account as well. That is, the credits and debits on the cash book are having corresponding credits and debits in other accounts. So that cash book functions as a prime entry book and also as a ledger account. So now we will look at the sources of cash receipts and cash payments. So first we look at the cash receipts. Cash receipts come into the business as capital infusion of the owners. Owners are giving capital or investing in capital. There's a cash receipt which comes in. And then cash sales. When you sell on cash, there will be cash coming into the business. And then when you sell on credit and then recover money from debtors. So cash recovered from debtors are also a cash input or cash receipt of a business. Then receipt of borrowed money, that is loans. Receipts from loans are also cash inputs to the business. Cash receipts from rental income, interest received, commissions received and other receipts are also cash receipts of a business. Then comes the cash payments. Cash payments, purchase of goods for cash and purchase of goods on credit basis and then payments made to creditors, that is also cash payment. Then repayment of loan and loan interest, payments made over other expenses of the business. To incur the other expenses of the business, you pay out cash. Then payments made for assets or fixed assets. When you purchase fixed assets, then you have to pay cash. So it is a cash payment. And then withdrawal of cash by the owners, that is the drawings of the owners, are also cash payments. Then we will look at what is a receipt. When a business receives cash, it issues a document called the receipt. This document is given to the party who gave money as evidence for the receipt of money. So we receive money and we give a receipt to give it as evidence to keep them as evidence for receipt of money. So following are the details which are included generally in a receipt. It will be serially numbered. Receipts will be serially numbered and then the date of the receipt of cash is mentioned in the receipt. Then reason why we receive money. What is the reason for receipt of money is also mentioned in the receipt and the amount as well. And there's a signature of the cashier, that is to validate or authorize the receipt of money. And this is the written evidence of the cash received by the business. It shows that we have received money and we have given in evidence the receipt to the person who gave us money. And receipts are usually given in duplicate or triplicate, so that original receipt is given to the person who paid and then the second copy or the duplicate is for the accounting department. If it is triplicate, then one copy to the department where the money is received, one copy to the accounts department and one original copy to the person who gave us the money. Now this is also used as evidence of transaction in cash. This is a format of a receipt. You will have a serial number, date and then the business details and then received amount and both in words and also in number, and from whom that we received and for what we received. And also if the receipt is from a check, then check details are also captured in the receipt. and then prepared by, checked by, and then signature of the authorized officer or the cashier. Then cash memo is also given as a receipt, but cash memo will have details of the transaction, will have the details of the transactions other than the other details which are there in the receipt. Then comes the payment voucher. It's a document prepared by the business, or it is an internal document, and it includes the details of the cash payments made by the business. It should be authorized by a responsible officer to make the payment. So it is signed by responsible officer before making the payment, and it has consecutive serial numbers as well. So it also has serial numbers or serially controlled numbers, and then this is the written evidence of payments made by the business, payments made out by the business. This is the written evidence, and this is the payment voucher format. You will have a serial number, details of the payment, and then but only thing, not much details about the company itself because it's an internal document, and then the date, and then why the payment was made, and to whom, and the amount, and then the check details, the check payments, the details of the check where we have issued if the payment is a check. If it's a cash payment, it will be cash, or else it will be check details will be here, and then prepared, checked, and authorized by again is there in the voucher. Now, recording of cash transactions, right? Cash is an asset of the business. It is an asset of the business. So we follow the principle of assets in double entry to make the cash transactions as well. So receipt of cash is an increase in asset, and then payment of cash is a decrease in asset. So when we receive money, it's an increase in asset, and if we pay out cash, then it's a decrease in asset. So what is the double entry principle for assets that we follow under these circumstances, right? Cash received is a debit to the cash book. That's an increase in the asset, so it's a debit to the cash book. And cash payments, it's a credit to the cash book. It's a credit to the cash book because it decreases the asset. So when an asset is increased, it's debit, and when an asset is decreased, it is credit. So same principle applies to cash book transactions as well. So once it comes to recording cash transactions as a ledger, now the prime entry transaction that we have looked at, debit cash if a receipt, and credit cash if a payment. Now when the business receive cash, debit entry is entered into the cash book, but under the double entry transactions under ledger, credit entry is posted to the relevant account. So then the double entry is completed. And when the business pays cash, credit entry is entered into the cash book, that is the prime entry, and then debit entry is posted to the relevant account again. So that credit and debits of relevant accounts are also captured using the cash book as a ledger. And then we have to balance the accounts. When we balance the account, what you do is you enter all the debits and credits to the relevant accounts. At the end of the period, the difference of total debits and total credits of the account is computed, right? And then this difference is known as the balance of the account. So difference is known as the balance of the account. So the difference between the debit or the credit, right? Debit and the credit, difference between the debit and the credit is the balance of the account, right? The balance can be a debit balance or a credit balance. Now say if the value of debit side is greater than the value of credit side, usually we get a debit balance. If the value of the debit side is greater than the credit side, then you get a debit balance. If the value of the credit side is greater than the value of the debit side, then you get a credit balance. So debit balance and credit balance comes like that. Thank you very much for watching Accounting with Rasika. For class information and further information about this video, you can contact me on 07691555909. Thank you very much for watching Accounting with Rasika.